What's going on, everybody? Thank you very much for the music. Thank you very much. Friend of mine sent that to me. So it's still not our music. It's generic Latin music. He found a little track, sent it over to me. So I decided to use it, and it's nice. It's great. Got a good beat to it. I can dance to it. All the other good stuff. So here we go. My mom's about to open the door. Mi mamá va a abrir la puerta. Okay, dale, go, dale, no hay problema. It's funny. I literally told her not 30 seconds ago, Ma, I'm about to start this, the music, all that stuff. We got to watch the background sounds, the background noises. So, lo and behold, I'll tell you what, guys, let me introduce myself. Let's begin with that. Yours truly, this is Duncan Ramon Echevarria, your cigar consigliere, coming live to you guys on multiple different formats. We are on YouTube, we are on Facebook. Very happy about that. We are podcasting, so that's great as well. You can find us on Spotify, you can find us on Google Podcasts, you can find us also on Apple Podcasting, all that good stuff. So we're out there. If you want a little something that can, tell you information about cigars, what's going on in our shop, which is Doña Noli's Cigar Shop here in Statesville, North Carolina, tune in, find out. And if you really want to just laugh, the best days for that are actually Wednesdays and Saturdays. Wednesdays and Saturdays, we got the crew here. We got Mike, we got Seamus, we got me here. Every now and then we'll get a special guest. So that's a little bit more of a crazy couple of days. Mondays is it's just me. It's just I'm here. I'm it. Let's see what happens today. I'm very excited about this end of the month. We're ending the month and we're starting December tomorrow. Wow, what a year so far, right? What an incredible, interesting year. Oscar Rodriguez of GTO Cigars. Todo lo mejor para nuestra gente linda de verdad. Thank you very much, Oscar, for watching. We really appreciate this. For those of you guys that don't know, Oscar Rodriguez is the owner of GTO Cigars, and those who know smoke GTO. So there you go. That's what you got to do. We have some great GTO deals on our website as well. So if you guys are ever interested in ordering, whether it's a half box, a full box, whatever you want from GTO, we got a great selection of GTO cigar products on our website. So definitely get involved with that. Real quick, just want to let everybody know we've been told this, and just to be on the safe side of things. We got a couple of things we want to definitely get across real quick. One, remember that this is just for entertainment purposes, laugh and have a good time. Although this show, it's not quite as strong, as impacting as our Wednesday and Saturday night shows. We just really want everybody to understand that, the opinions of yours truly are just that. They're my opinions, and, I'm an idiot half the time, as you guys well know. But again, I just wanted to let you guys know that's that. Remember, it's just an entertainment show. That's all that it is. Fear not. I'm going to also put down there on the scrolling marquee, please remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Doña Noli Cigars. It really, really helps us. Hit that superb, well-balanced, well-done, well-executed like button if you like this. We really, really appreciate that. And definitely follow it up with a subscribe button. Please, they are like a fine cigar. They're very well done, well-balanced, and delicious. So do that. Let's get into this one. Today we are smoking, of course, one of our very own. It is a Doña Noli Premium House Blend cigar in a torpedo format. I know we are a little bit far away. I'm going to have to work on the concept of a camera that's a little bit more up close so that I can actually do that and you guys can see, what's what. This is always, as you guys have known over the past year and a half, been an evolving show. We have literally moved locations. We have added equipment. We have taken equipment away. We've done all manner of different things, but it's always basically in the best possible way to go ahead and do something that puts out a positive message, a fun message, and still keeps us in the loop about cigars. We gotta keep talking about cigars. That's what we also do. We are cigar people. Look at that. Buy three, get one free. My main man. That is absolutely correct. So just keep that in mind. Something that's fun and exciting. There's always been a buy three, get one with Oscar Rodriguez. Actually, he beats us. We do a buy four, get one. But again, on any of the Oscar Rodriguez products on the GTO line of cigars that we currently have on the website, the main man himself has said it. So we're very excited about that. We're going to carry any and all sales, any and all deals, any and all specials straight through the end of the year. We know it's been a tough year, as I was saying earlier. Wow, man, we are at the end of November. Tomorrow we start December, the last month of the year. What a year! What an insane, intense year across the board. From Oscar Rodriguez is a doctor. He is actually is a captain and a surgeon out of Alabama, and he's the lead surgical specialist for the Wing Command out of the Air Force Base in Alabama. Lord, I forgot what the name of it is. Oscar, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm having one of those like brain fart moments. I just couldn't figure it out. Anyways, he's still active duty. He's very much active duty. But on top of that, he brings us a fantastic line of cigars called GTO cigars, vertically integrated, which basically means it's been in his family for decades. They own the land, they own the factories, the distribution center. They do it all. Everything is in-house, controlled by Oscar Rodriguez and his amazing team at GTO Cigars. So if you're not savvy about GTO cigars and you want to experiment, you want to try it, we do have a sampler pack on the website. Please feel free to jump on in and order that. You're never, ever, ever going to go wrong with any of the GTO cigars. So keep that in mind as well. I'm about to light this guy up real quick. I'm going to toast the foot a little bit, get a little fire going, as you guys can see here. And even though it's not a long flame on my torch, I don't have to be on top of the cigar. Like I said, we are not welding. The actual torch itself is maybe about 2 to 3 inches from the cigar itself as I'm torching. And there we go. Ready? Here we go. Yeah, I mean, again, it's done. Nobody's feelings got hurt. There was nothing crazy done there. And like I said, we are not welding. This is not welding. It's not metal 101. This is not metal shop. This is not that. You're not forging anything here. A gentle heat. You know, the tip of the flame. You know, just you're not. I've seen guys literally just like ramming their torches right up to the cigars, and I'm like, what on God's green earth are you doing? That is insane. But you know, God bless you. However you do it, and you get it done, that's on you. Had a wonderful visit this weekend with a great friend, Marco. Marco is one of the cigar tenders at Casa de Montecristo down the street in Mooresville. And what an amazing young man. Met his beautiful girlfriend, Vanessa, half Nicaraguan, half American. Lovely. They stopped on by on Saturday, and we just had a ball. Of course, there was a bunch of other people that came by, but Marco, I actually, I know him because I visit Casa Montecristo every now and then, and I step in and I have a cigar with some of my friends or some of the fellows that I meet up with or hook up there with. Lord, I can't even talk this morning. But the long and short of it, we established a little bit of a contact. We established a little connection, and a friendship has started to blossom. It's not great over cigars and at a cigar place. Who would have thunk it, right? Insane. So Marco came by. We of course did the ceremony of exchanging of the cigars. You know, I gave him some cigars. He gave me some cigars, and it was like, oh, domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. My mom is now on the other side of the door. Acá no hay problema. Imagínate cómo se llama. Imagine, everybody, right? Imagine, right? Imagínate. This is a live working cigar shop. Esto aquí todo en vivo. Everybody knows this is live. So things are going to happen. A phone call might come in. Somebody might go into the humidor. There might be a couple of people that walk through in front of the camera. I mean, last Saturday, that's exactly what happened. We had customers coming by, and that's okay. There's nothing really ever wrong with that. That's what we do. That's what we're here for. Entertainment, and also we're conducting business. This is a fully functioning, live, and it's happening right now kind of cigar shop setup. So if you're okay with that, I'm okay with that, and we're going to continue. So hooked up with Marco and his beautiful girlfriend Vanessa. We had a great time here. And one of the things that we always, when we're cigar guys, we start talking about, the cigar etiquettes and what we see and what people do and what we see, that's right, that's wrong, all this stuff. We just had good chuckles, you know, uh, cigar do's and don'ts, if you will, and it's one of those things. I always say this. However, however you smoke your cigar, and you're having a good time with it, God bless you. Not a problem. It's your money. It's your um, it's your way of smoking it, I guess. It's however you want to enjoy it. But we were sharing stories back and forth, Marco and I, of things that we've seen. Like I've literally, seen three guys sitting side by side, sharing one cigar, and I'm like, wow, that's. I mean, I don't ever do that. I just don't. Even my mom, that's my mom right there, and we don't do that. I mean, we don't. Hey, here you go, and we don't. With my partner, I mean, we've been together for almost well over 9 years now. I mean, I don't do that. Um, I don't know, the friendliness or the brotherhood of anybody when I see them doing that. And I respect that. I get that. I understand that. But I'm like, dude, there's three of you. There's one cigar, and y'all are passing it back and forth, like a blunt or something like that. I mean, and if that's what you're into, again, God bless you. If you enjoy smoking non-tobacco products, God bless you. I can't. I don't, and I choose not to. But it's funny because when I see guys who smoke their cigars with their buddies just like that, I'm like, well, we know what they do when no one's around. So that's one of the stories. I personally, as I said, I don't share when I'm smoking a cigar, and I've had wonderful, nice, very personable, really, great people. Hey, man, can I get a hit from that cigar? I'm like, no, you can go buy one just like it and enjoy it. Well, I want to know if I'm going to like it, and I go, exactly. So the only way you're going to know if you're going to like it is if you go buy one. Support the local brick and mortar shop that you're in by buying one. If you don't like it, well, now you know, but in that processes, you supported a local brick and mortar shop, and that they will also guide you. And their tobacconist or their cigar tender should be able to guide you as to what you like and what you don't like, and hopefully to get you to a nice portfolio of cigars that you will be always buying at that local B&M or online or wherever. But don't ever ask another person, hey man, let me get a hit, let me get a toke, let me get a pull. Any of those words, they do not apply to a cigar. They do not at all. I also got a funny one. A couple of little. Today is, I guess, a cigar 101 etiquette in verbiage, words and expressions and things that happen. You're like, what the crap are they talking about? So if this helps you, fantastic. That's really what I was thinking about today. Just I hear a lot when I'm out and about at cigar shops, at cigar bars, cigar lounges, anything with the word cigar in it. I'm always listening to see how people interact, and I jot down stuff in the back of my mind. I'm like, oh, I gotta remember that because that's either funny or like, oh wow, I learned something today. That's really good. So excuse me a second. By the way, talk amongst yourselves. I want to definitely get a not hit, a not toke, or a not pull or whatever on the cigar. So um, puff. We are puffing on the cigar. We are creating a pool, but it's a pool for puffing. Okay, so that's the only time you use that terminology of let me get a pull from your cigar, which don't ever do that. Don't ever ask anybody for that. Okay, I'm about to pull and puff. 1 second. Mm, yes. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, love it. I love it. I mean, again, it's what I do. It's what I enjoy. It's what I love. So back to Marco and I, a great friend that we've created a relationship as far as like he's a cigar tender. I'm a tobacconist. He works at one of the best cigar shops in town. And again, I never have any problem recommending Casa de Montecristo or JR. I really don't. I got good friends there. I know people there, and I respect them and I admire them and I like them. So just because they are JRs or Casa de Montecristo or whatever, not a problem. So we're going back and forth. So one of the expressions was, or things was like when we saw, you know, two or three people together sharing one cigar and treating it like it's something that it's not. Another one is a word which in Spanish, un cigarro. Un cigarro means, a cigar, literal translation, a cigar, right? But it doesn't translate correctly to a cigar. So a cigarro will mean more closely, more akin, more related to, or more similar to a cigarette. So you understand where I'm going with this. So when someone in Spanish is asking for, well, tiene un cigarro, tiene un cigarrillo, they're talking about a cigarette. They're not talking about a cigar in English, right? Cigar. They're not talking about that. They are referring to a cigarette or a cigarillo size cigarette or something on those lines, but they're not really referring to a cigar. Whereas in Spanish, when we say tremendo tabaco, what a great tobacco. If you hear that tobacco, right? We're not referring to the actual material that goes into the cigar. We're referring to in Spanish what we normally call this product. This is un tabaco. This is a puro, un tabaco. Basically, that means that is the name for this product, for this cigar. This is a cigar, right? But in Spanish, cigarro, cigarrillo, they refer to cigarettes. Do you understand this? Tabaco, un tabaco, qué buen tabaco, muchacho, buenísimo. Ese sí es un tremendo tabaco. When you hear tobacco in Spanish, a lot of it is in reference to this finished product, a cigar in English. Okay, so two different words, similar sort of meanings, but you got to be careful when you're transplanting them, if you will, from one language into the other. Not translating, almost transplanting them, because cigar in English is this, right? It's this. Tabaco in Spanish is this. When you flip them, un cigarro o un cigarrillo is a cigarette in Spanish, whereas un tabaco, un tabaco is a cigar in Spanish. So I get that all the time. I hear it, particularly within my Latino community, my brethren who maybe they were born here, and they could be like first generation born in the United States, Cubans or Mexicans or Latinos or Hondurans, Nicaraguans. It doesn't matter, but a lot of them have begun to lose the root structure of what certain words mean and how they should be used when they're out and about. So particularly for me, because I am not a first generation born here. I was born in Cuba. My first language is Spanish. Immediately, of course, English is my follow-up, but by many standards, English is my primary and first language, seconded by Spanish because of the amount of time I've lived here in the States, and English is my dominant language. That's also another word, actually. It should be dominant language, not your primary. No, it's the dominant language. So again, let's go back to it. Cigarro, cigarrillo, they refer to cigarettes. Tabaco is a cigar. And in English, a cigar is this, and tobacco is what goes into this. Okay, there you go. It's another little bit of information. The last one that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and again, I was having a good chuckle on this one with my new friend Marco, the cigar tender from Casa de Monte Cristo. And bear with me for a minute. I'm gonna relight this guy because I talk a lot. I don't dedicate a lot of time to cigar, which I should. I should. I mean that's it's not bad cigar etiquette, but it's just I talk a lot. Give me a second, real quick. Talk amongst yourselves. Just wanted to put that out there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yes. So my buddy Marco and I were talking on Saturday about things that we see because we are exposed to customers, and so I started with the three guys that were sharing one cigar like it was something else, and the expressions that I had heard, and let me get a hit, let me get a pull, let me get a toke, all that stuff when they were sharing that cigar. And I laughed at that because it's like, well, I understand what they smoke in their off hours or whatever in their private time, which is funny. Again, however you do it and whatever you do, that's fine. But guys in the cigar community, true cigar, guys, if you will, don't do that. They don't share their cigars, and they don't call it a hit or a toke or a pull or any of that nonsense when they want to get out, the experience or the flavor or any of that stuff. When we put it to our lips, yes, we are pulling, but we're pulling to puff. We're pulling to fill our mouth with flavor and that beautiful smoke and that aroma and the taste and all that. So that's what we're doing. We're not inhaling any of that nonsense. Then the second one, of course, is that I mentioned to you is the transplanting of a couple of different words in Spanish. One is cigarro, cigarrillo, which literally mean in Spanish cigarettes. That's what people are referring to when you hear that. They're referring to cigarettes, not a cigar. What in Spanish is a cigar is un tabaco. A cigar is un tabaco. In English, though, it's actually the product or the material that goes inside the construction of a cigar. And then the third thing I wanted to talk to you, which I found very, very unique and very, very funny, and I think I may have one somewhere. I guess not. I don't have it with me right now. There's two words which actually, if you look them up in the dictionary, if you truly look them up, and the correct definition for both, we're going to get into that real quick. The correct definition, we'll begin with the first one is aficionado. So when we see the magazine Cigar Aficionado, we're like, wow, these guys, that's the authority, that's the Bible, these guys are just, that's it, right? Cigar Aficionado has been around for 20 some odd years, if I'm not mistaken. Wonderful publication. Again, great articles. They do their own classification on cigars and and numbers and whatever the heck they do to evaluate the cigars that are on there in their magazine. But I have an issue with the word aficionado. Now, aficionado in Spanish, just so you guys understand this correctly, okay, because I hear it all the time at cigar bars and cigar establishments. I'm an aficionado. Well, all you are, that means that you're a novice. You are a fan of a culture. You're a fan of a lifestyle. You don't know anything about it, but you are a fan of it, or you know some inkling of it. You have a little knowledge. You're looking to get into it, but you literally are a novice. You don't know anything. That is what an aficionado is. Someone who does not have the knowledge to be an expert in that field. Some would consider arguing that point with me, and I welcome it, but you're going to be wrong. When you look at the true definition of aficionado, comes from a Spanish word which means a fan of. Someone who enjoys watching baseball, he's a fan of it, so he's an aficionado. Someone who enjoys basketball, any sport, and he's a fan, aficionado. Now he may be a very knowledgeable fan, which is great. That's fantastic. At which point, he's no longer un aficionado, right? He's not. The other word that I hear a lot is, well, I'm just a connoisseur. Well, in this case, the terminology, the way that it's being used, is saying to people, well, I just don't know much. I'm a novice. Well, in this case, it's wrong. It's from the French word, which has a core Spanish word, de conocer. Connoisseur means a person who is very knowledgeable, who is very much the go-to guy. He is the expert in that field. He is the one that you want to talk to. So if they had named that magazine Cigar Connoisseur, then I would say that is the quintessential Bible of the industry, because everybody on there must be an expert, right? They got to be an expert. Look up the two definitions: aficionado, connoisseur. One is a Spanish word, the other one is a French word. And the French word has, of course, a root word in Spanish, conocer. Conocer means to know. So that means if you know, you know. You know, and like I said earlier, those who know smoke GTO. Look at that great big little circle. Came back to Oscar. But again, it's interesting because I hear these words being utilized all the time in cigar establishments. And a lot of times I listen to people, and I'm listen, I'm not an aficionado, I'm not a connoisseur, I'm 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 none of those things. I'm just a guy who enjoys his cigars. I'm a person who's been doing this for a long time. I have a passionate love affair with this. Supreme love affair with this. My partner knows that if I'm going to cheat on him, it's going to be with a cigar and maybe a scotch. That's what my mistress is. My mistress is tobacco. Uh, that's basically what it is. So when I hear folks in any environment, doesn't matter whether it's a cigar lounge, which is maybe higher end, or a cigar bar, which is whatever, or retail shop, doesn't matter. But when I hear terminology being utilized incorrectly, but being promoted as the factual representation of man, I'm the big bad daddy. I'm like, I feel like saying, no, you're not. You're a moron who doesn't know anything. So at the end of the day, I bite my tongue a lot. I've already got a broken tooth. I mean, I don't want to have anybody break one on me as well. But it's interesting because let's go back to these two words: aficionado and connoisseur. Aficionado is a fan, a newbie, a person who's starting, who has very little knowledge of, but he's a fan of it. He's maybe he loves it, and he's always been a fan of it, but he doesn't know the dynamic expertise that goes behind that which he is a fan of. He's an aficionado of it. Okay, I can be an aficionado of baseball, but I don't play baseball. I wouldn't even know how to hit a ball if my life depended on it, catch one, any of that stuff. But I'm a fan because I love it. I can probably talk baseball backwards and forwards, but that's when you got to look at the fine line. You stop being an aficionado at that point, and now you're a connoisseur. Okay, a connoisseur, a wine connoisseur, a food connoisseur, a cigar connoisseur means you are veritably an expert within that field. Okay, so, oh man, I'm just a connoisseur tells me that you're really trying to say I'm just an aficionado. Um, and if you say, well, I am a true aficionado, then I know what you're trying to say is I'm a connoisseur. But both of you guys, whoever you are, and you're out there, you guys are out there because you do this. I know you guys. And I'm not saying guys, I'm saying guys, girls, everybody. I know you all do this. Check your headsets before you put it out there. You never know when there's going to be a Duncan sitting somewhere around you that is listening to you and say, look at these idiots here. But, again, you're enjoying the cigar. That's what it boils down to. You are enjoying it. And that's the truth. For the podcasters, we're about to go out in maybe about 30 seconds. I'm probably going to stay on for just a little bit longer on the video footage. We're very blessed. We have been doing podcasting. Again, we started on Saturday. We are on Spotify. We're on Google Podcasts. We're on Apple. We're on different formats. So really, really excited about it. I'm going to also begin putting that on Facebook. I'm going to advertise them on Facebook so you guys can listen to them as well. Looking forward to that. Thank you, podcasting. Thank you. I think it just went off. So, but again, before I wrap it all up, I had a moment this Saturday with a good friend that I made, and we went just back and forth on stories of things that we hear and see at cigar establishments. He is an avid lover of the leaf, as I am. His name is Marco. He is a cigar tender at Casa de Monte Cristo in Mooresville. If you haven't been there, definitely go. Great team of people. Marco, David, Joanna, Sharon. I mean, the whole crew, they are fantastic individuals. And I love going down to Casa Monte Cristo. People say, you're nuts. Why do you do that? I mean, why not? I love supporting good people. That's what I do. I like supporting good people because a lot of good people have supported me and what I'm doing here massively. So I got to do that, right? And then we just, like I said, we talked back and forth about all these craziness. You know, people who share their cigars, people who call cigars one thing in Spanish when they're trying to say it in English, and all kinds of craziness. And then the last one was the two words that I've literally laughed. I've chuckled actually, you know, like that, you know, so nobody hears me. Is, you know, I'm an aficionado and I'm a connoisseur. Definitely understand the meanings of both. Look them up, study them, and if you're going to use them, for God's sakes, you know, make sure that you're using them in the right context. But at the end of the day, whatever you say, however you say it, whatever you smoke, in the way that you do it, it is your right to do it like that. It's yours. It's your money. It's your right. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your cigar. I'm not. I'm not going to tell you what to call it. I'm not going to tell you whether you're an expert or not. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to probably sit next to you and have a good cigar with you. And if you allow me and kind of help you out a little bit with some of that when we're sitting and having a conversation, I'll gladly help you out so that in the future you speak from a little bit stronger point. That's all I want to do. I would never, ever dare to bring anybody down. I don't believe in that. You got to edify people. You got to build them up, right? That's what we do. This is Duncan Ramon Echeverria. We are closing out today the month. Wow. Wow. November is done. We got a lot of specials that are headed our way in December. Some of them I've already gotten going on. We started them on the Black Friday, which was, of course, the BOGO, buy one, get one half off on all our premium Doña Noli blend cigars. Fantastic. You're not going to go wrong. There's a Robusto, there's a Toro, there's a Torpedo in there. So you buy two for the price of one and a half. Great deal. There's a ton of great discounts that have already been factored into the prices on our box deals and our half box deals on the website. So take advantage. There's a lot of great stuff. You don't even know what you're going to get when you place your orders, because I tell you what, I'm throwing it all out at you. You're getting free cigars, free swag, all kinds of great stuff. So when you think you're just getting that half a box or that one box at a great deal discount, the surprise will rock your world. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. So, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, man. I want to say literally, God bless everybody. You know, truly. There you go, Oscar Rodriguez. I just wanted to make sure that I don't know if he's there or not. I think I clicked on the wrong thing, but Oscar Rodriguez I clicked on the wrong one. Buy three, get one free. So anytime you do anything that's GTO related, whether here or anywhere, he does a buy three, get one, and he works that out with all the cigar shops that carry him and support him. So there you go, Oscar Rodriguez. Let's get the, let me see here. I got also the banners. Let's put that is the website right there. Please remember, please remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And then up there it is. Look, the big banner. That's our website. Come on in, man. You can do it. It's going to be awesome. I love it. I love it. I don't even know what I'm clicking on anymore. There we go. The insanity is alive and well, everybody. There it is. Let me put this one. There it is. Thank you, as always. You guys know that I'm nuts. I'm not techie at all. I'm the world's biggest redneck from Cuba. I couldn't do tech anything if my life depended on it. Let me go down here. I'm about to put our beautiful logo up, which is, of course, my mom when she was just a young lady. And I'm going to leave you guys with some amazing music as I say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for everything. Thank you, thank you. We've had an awesome year, even with everything. You know why it's been awesome? Because of you guys. Because of you guys. That's why. God bless you all. Take care. And here's a little bit of Latino music. Generic, of course, because we don't own it. Coming right at you.